Most people think they know how to swim. But here's the truth. Over 80% of swimmers, even those who hit the pool regularly, waste more energy than they need to. Some are actually fighting the water instead of gliding through it. And that's why their strokes feel exhausting instead of effortless. Here's the shocking part. Technique matters more than strength. You could have the lungs of an athlete, but if your form is off, the water will always win. So if you've ever wondered why you're out of breath after just a few laps, it's probably not your stamina, it's your form. Let's break down the 3 biggest mistakes I see all the time. Number 1, swimming flat, like you're lying on a board. This creates massive drag, and you're essentially pushing water with your whole body. Number 2, windmill arms. People fling their arms out wide instead of pulling straight and strong, wasting energy with every stroke. And number 3, forgetting the core. Most swimmers think it's all arms and legs, but if your core isn't engaged, you're like a ship with no keel, unstable, inefficient, and slow. Here's the good news. Each of these mistakes has a simple fix. And once you apply them, you'll feel like you're slicing through the water instead of dragging yourself through it. In fact, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to swim smoother, faster, and with half the effort. Let's start at the foundation, the body position. If you get this wrong, everything else falls apart. Think of your body like an arrow. The sharper and straighter that arrow, the less resistance it faces. Your goal in swimming is to become that arrow. Your head should be in line with your spine, eyes looking down, not forward. This keeps your hips lifted and reduces drag. Ever seen someone swimming with their head up like they're looking at the wall? Their legs sink instantly, and the water feels 10 times heavier. Drop the head and watch how your body naturally rises to the surface. Now the core. Think of it as the foundation of a skyscraper. If the base is weak, the whole building wobbles. When you swim, lightly squeeze your abs and glutes to lock your body into a straight, stable line. It doesn't need to be tense. It just needs to stay firm enough that your body doesn't flop side to side. Here's where most swimmers lose all their power, the arms. Instead of flinging or windmilling, imagine your hand is a paddle. As your arm enters the water, extend forward, then bend slightly at the elbow and pull straight back under your body. Don't let that hand drift out wide. It should stay close to your center line, so every pull pushes you forward, not sideways. And the legs? Stop kicking from the knees. That just creates a splash with no propulsion. The power should come from the hips, with a relaxed, whip-like motion down the leg. Small, quick kicks are more effective than giant splashes. Think of it like using a fin. The movement flows from the hip to the tip of your toes. If you get just these basics, head, core, arms, and legs, you've already eliminated 90% of wasted effort. You'll feel the difference immediately, like the water is working with you instead of against you. Now that your form is solid, let's talk about the part that separates beginners from fluid. Confident swimmers, breathing and rhythm. Most people panic here. They either hold their breath too long or lift their head too high to gasp for air, breaking their flow completely. But breathing and swimming isn't just about survival, it's about control. Think of swimming as a moving dance with the water. Every stroke, every kick, and every breath has to connect. If one part is off beat, the whole rhythm collapses. Your goal is to breathe with your strokes, not around them. Here's the secret most people miss. You exhale underwater, not above it. When your face is in the water, blow out steadily through your nose. Don't wait until you turn your head to exhale. It's too late by then. Then, as your arm rotates and your mouth clears the surface, you take a quick, sharp inhale from the side. 1 second, in and out, before your head returns down. Watch what happens when someone lifts their head forward instead of turning it sideways. Their hips drop, their body drags, and they lose momentum instantly. But when you rotate the head naturally with your shoulder, keeping one goggle in the water and one out, the body stays level, smooth, balanced. That's the magic of alignment. Try this rhythm. Breathe every 3 strokes. It forces balance on both sides and prevents over-rotation. Once you master that, adjust as needed. Every 2 for faster pace, every 4 for endurance. But the key is rhythm, not randomness. Think of your breathing like the timing of a drumbeat. If the beat skips, the song feels wrong. The same goes for swimming. Steady rhythm, steady power. When your breath flows with your stroke, the entire motion becomes seamless, almost meditative. Here's where it all clicks. Your breath doesn't interrupt your swim, it drives it. The moment you stop fighting for air and start sinking with it, swimming transforms from a struggle into a rhythm. And that's when endurance and speed finally start to grow. You've got the basics and rhythm down. Now it's time to move like a pro, where every stroke feels powerful, every glide effortless, and your body becomes one with the water. This is where swimming turns from physical motion into art. At this level, less is more. The best swimmers aren't the ones who move fastest. They're the ones who waste the least energy. Watch a world-class swimmer. Their strokes are calm, their body barely splashes, but they cut through the pool like a blade. Why? Because they've mastered efficiency. Every movement has purpose. Every pull, every kick, every turn works together. If your form is perfect, but you're forcing it, you're still losing energy. Efficiency means flowing, not fighting. Feel the water's resistance, then use it. Push against it gently, not aggressively, like redirecting force instead of overpowering it. After each stroke, there's a moment where your body glides forward before the next pull. That's not wasted time. That's your reward for good technique. Glide too long, and you stall. Rush it, and you break your rhythm. The secret lies in balance. Catch that moment of forward motion. Feel the water carry you. Then begin the next stroke while the glide is still alive. That's where true speed hides. Now let's talk mindset. Swimming isn't just a test of muscle, it's a test of calm under pressure. The best swimmers don't panic when fatigue hits, they focus. They anchor their mind in rhythm, in the quiet pulse of each stroke. When your body wants to quit, your focus becomes your oxygen. Picture this. The water is noise, chaos, resistance, and you're the silence moving through it. You control your breath. You control your pace. You control your focus. That's mental mastery. That's how you stay sharp in the final lap, when everyone else fades. When you stop fighting the water, you start understanding it. The resistance that once slowed you now propels you. The effort that once exhausted you now feels natural. Because swimming isn't about dominating the water, it's about working with it. This is where mastery lives, in the small adjustments, the quiet precision, the flow between control and release. The water won't change for you, but your understanding of it will. And once that happens, every swim becomes smoother, faster, and infinitely more powerful. So now, let's bring everything together. Swimming isn't just about strokes, kicks, or laps. It's about balance, control, and awareness. You started by fixing your foundation, learning to align your body like an arrow. Then you mastered your breathing, finding rhythm between effort and calm. And finally, you unlocked efficiency, the art of doing more with less. Let's recap the essentials. Keep your head in line with your spine. Eyes down, body straight. Engage your core, it's your stabilizer. Pull with purpose. Arms close to your center, elbows high. Hands slicing through water, not across it. Kick from the hips, not the knees, with small, quick motions. And finally, breathe with rhythm. Exhale underwater. Inhale quick and clean on the side. Now think back to how you might have swum before. Head up, arms flailing, lungs burning. Compare that to what you've learned today. The difference? Calm, control, efficiency. That's what true technique feels like. It's not chaos, it's clarity. It's not about trying harder, it's about moving smarter. So here's your challenge. The next time you're in the pool, don't rush your laps. Instead, slow down and focus on form. Try swimming just 10 flawless strokes. No tension, no splashing, just pure, clean movement. Notice how much further you glide, how much lighter you feel, how the water starts working with you. That's real progress. And remember this, every great swimmer started where you are right now. Unsure, frustrated, out of breath. But they stayed consistent. They kept refining, one small correction at a time. Because mastery isn't built in a single workout. It's built through repetition, awareness, and patience. When you enter the water, you're not just training your body. You're training your mind to find rhythm in chaos, calm in struggle, and focus in motion. So swim with purpose. Move with intention. Let the water teach you discipline, and let your effort remind you of what's possible when you refuse to quit. Now hit the pool. Try those 10 flawless strokes. Feel the difference. And if this helped you unlock better technique, drop a comment, share your progress, and let's keep pushing forward together. Because every stroke counts when you do it right.